The algorithm is going to win. That's fine. Let it win. There's always going to be another opportunity. So you got to keep that in mind when you're trading. You just never know when, when you're going to get a good trade or not. So patience is important. And making sure you keep your stops in place are important. And that way you're always going to have the next opportunity. Like this 56 here worked exceptionally nice. And like I said, you didn't even have to work that one. We talked about having to work some of the other trades that we had on. So I think Twitter Elon Musk is bailing on his little. I think when he put it in the bid, the market was closer, I don't know, about 5-10% higher. And I think he realized that he overpaid. And look what's going on now. Not happening. Might not be happening. He might have overpaid. Or if the deal goes through, he would be definitely overpaying. And who wants to overpay by, I don't know, $10 billion? Oh, $10 billion. $10 billion plus the fact that how much money he's lost from his valuation of the stock. I think the stock is down 50% or so, 40% for sure. I don't know if it's 50%, but so on paper, he's not feeling too good. Sure, he's not hurting, that's for sure. Well, for all of us who have kids, what happened in Texas is horrifying, even if you don't have kids. It's just sad. Since, it's just sad. Yeah, it's an 18-year-old kid. How do you, it's just incomprehensible. I don't know what to tell you anymore. It's heartbreaking, that's for sure. There, I mentioned it. Let's get past that. It's there, it's just there. It's not going away. This stuff is not going away anywhere. It's just pathetic. Oh. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Pat. It is. Yes. It doesn't pick sides. It's just unbelievable. That's all. It's just really unbelievable. It just keeps happening. I guess it just doesn't stop. I don't know. All right. Well, anyway, let's not dwell on that. It's out there. We're going to hear about it for the next few days. It's just brutal. So let's worry about the FOMC minutes. Again, if you traded the 56, you did okay. Let me give you some levels here above, since it seems I don't know which way this market goes or not, but I'll give you some levels here above the. We have 68 as our next level of resistance, and above that 79. Then 93, 40, 10, 19, and then 29. Above the 79, we have 68 next, and above that, we've got 79, then 93, 40, 10, 19, and 29. It's amazing how if we go try to buy a car and we don't like it because prices have gone up or gone down, we can't like say I don't want to buy the car anymore. But Musk could say, "Hey, oh there they are. There are the levels right on top of it." But yeah, Musk can say, "Hey, I overpaid by $20 billion. Maybe I want to get out of this deal." Okay, you can get out of the deal. I mean, I have to admit that ever since he decided that he became like this like weird celebrity person, even weirder than before. Like a whole bunch of stuff started coming out. I mean, just weird stuff. He became a show, right? Like every day, it's like. I mean, I didn't know if that's what he wanted to do, being in the news every day, but I guess he did. Why can't you be the humble richest man in the world? Nope, not happening. All right. I'll be back in just a minute here.
A couple quick shout outs. If anybody has any questions about these services, this is a trade along live session with Saul. Saul is a veteran of the trading pits in Chicago. He's actively scalping for his own account. He provides this trade along, gives out his key levels and zones for this morning's session. If you missed it, check out the chat area. You can also check out the chat area to sign up for these services. Saul's running a significant discount, so I would jump on the chance to sign up. Once you're signed up, you can have a trading consultation. A private trading consultation. We can help you figure out where you are in your trading, where you'd like to be, see if we can help you based on the services that Saul provides. Saul does have a trading academy where he can take you into private class and teach you on an individual level the nuance of the entries, exits, and stops and what to do based on the trade. I'm going to send out the opportunity to sign up. You'll find it in the chat area. Of course, I've got to find it on my pad here. Usually $3.99 a month. It's on for $150. If you do the 3 months, it's only $400, which is $125. So make sure you self-assess. Make sure you get yourself signed up. Again, if you're interested in trading education, make sure you're signed up. Then raise your hand, and we can set up that private trading consultation with you. Hey, Richard, how are you? Sean, welcome. David Q, welcome, David. David, did you get today's level, Sean? Let me know if you see him in the chat area. I don't know if Mark. Oh, Mark, thank you so much. Those are the areas that we've been working with. Saul has been your guide and wingman for the session. Remember, levels are valid and not valid depending on market action and activity. So you really need to be part of it. For those that have a trading technique, great. You're getting in my opinion, a huge trading advantage by being here and trading along with Saul and receiving his levels and zones. If you are interested in getting better at your trading, you might want to hire Saul to teach you how to trade based on the nuances of entries, exits, and stops, particularly in around his levels and zones. Teaches you how to set the levels and zones and then what to do with them, reinforces it. It lasts a year. Pick up on it right away, pretty quickly. And then you have the opportunity to exercise your craft and still have Saul help you and work with you based on your progress. If you're a new trader, great. We can help you get set up. If you're an experienced trader, again, if you want to get better, let us know. And if you want to just hang out in this trade along live session, great. Make sure you invite your friends, and we'll take it from there. Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, market kind of a little range bound here. We did have, if you look at the chat box area, you'll see the levels we gave out this morning. You see that the 56 area there was that one third level that we had up as some resistance, and came out very nicely. And now we're just trading a little bit of a range here. So we have to be patient here and wait for opportunities, and wait for the opportunities in the market to create those opportunities for us. Right now we have support on the 30 area if you're a little aggressive. Otherwise you wait. First downside support level down is at the 14 area. Again, everybody here has different risk tolerances. Consequently, nobody here trades the same way. You have to understand your risk tolerances and how much you want to trade. We like to average about 4 or 5 trades a day here, and we focus more on the morning hours to give us those opportunities. The dynamics in the morning fit our methodology well, and like I said earlier, it gives you an opportunity to do whatever you want to do in the afternoon. And the choppiness in the afternoon definitely is different. It's a different trade in the afternoon. That's all I'm going to say. So we're just kind of hanging here in this little range it's created up here. So we'll see where it wants to go next. All right, so the next level of resistance we have is up at the 68 area. And like I said, support around the 30. And just kind of, and this is back and forth here. If you're going to play the range game, that's okay, but not what we like to do. So patience now is important, waiting for an area or a level to get triggered and for us to have a trading opportunity. Like I keep saying, patience is very important in the business, especially that everything now has gone to trading electronically. Definitely was a different trade than it used to be on the floor of the exchanges. If you're playing the range game, just make sure you keep a tight little stop in there so it doesn't run away from you one way or the other. And the range game is good until it's not, you know what I'm saying? Now you can see the levels there in the chat for you. Those are additional levels that we gave out this morning based on the movement here in the market. Again, we are not trying to figure out which way markets go. All we are doing is trading the ebbs and flows. All right, we're coming back up here to the highs again. If you're playing the range game, just keep a tight little stop. Our next level of resistance on the upside is up at the 68 area. We were looking for support down around the 30 area, but we never got down there. So now we're just kind of staying in this range here, like I said. And if you are playing the range game, just keep your stop in place. Anybody have any questions, feel free to ask in the chat. We don't mind questions here. Obviously, we are waiting for markets to give us opportunities to trade, and we've had some nice opportunities here today. We had to work a couple, but then the 56 area worked very nicely for us. All right, now extending here a little bit, we're looking at the 68 level next. Square to square, range to range. The like I said before, if you're going to play the range game, if you're going to play the square game, if you want to, um, whatever terminology you want to use, you could play that game. Except again, you got to make sure you keep your stop in place, because once it extends that range, you're gonna be you don't want to get caught one way or the other with it. Is it going to extend to the next area of resistance that we have or not? I don't know. But sometimes that's true. It depends on the volatility. Obviously, sometimes it bases out, right, and trades in a range for a while, trying to figure out which direction it's going to go next. So there is some truth to that, but which direction it's going to go and where it's going to go is I mean, every time you try to figure something out with these markets, that they seem not to they seem to like throw once you figure it, that you think you got it figured out, they kind of throw a twist into it. So I call it the range game. You can only take advantage of this range so many times, and then I would just wait until it creates a new square, like you say, or a new range. Is it going to go up to 64, or we have 68? I don't know. I mean, you could get long, but where do you put your stop? Do you put your stop below the bottom of the square? Do you put your stop at a meaningful level that you don't want to take too much risk? All of those are questions that have to be asked in regards to how you're going to trade that those ranges when it's presented to you. So the reality of it is it all depends on the individual trader and how you recognize a trade like that. Some of you recognize and like to trade that range game, some don't. So it all depends on the individual trader and how they visualize that trade and how they're going to take advantage of it if and when it occurs, and when it breaks out. How are you going to manage that trade when it breaks out? So, and everybody trades a little bit differently. But if you see it and that's the trade that you like to do, then I have no problem with it, because like I said, everybody here trades differently, and you have to trade or find those trades that fits your trade risk tolerance and risk appetite. And also the trades that you can observe or notice that the market is creating. Right. So I don't know if that answers your question, but I personally don't like to trade the range game. But it doesn't mean that some of our other traders don't participate in the range game. All right, the market here, next level of resistance we have, trying to extend here a little bit. We have the 68 area. That's our next level of resistance on the upside. We gave you some more levels on the upside as well. We don't know which way, we don't guess as to which way markets are going. All we do is trade the opportunities that the market could present itself to us. We like to average about 4 or 5 trades a day, and we also focus on the morning hours to give us our good opportunities, because we feel the dynamics in the morning do well to our what we're looking for and how we are trading. All right. At FedEx at 11:15 Chicago time, so a little bit less than 2 hours from now. And then the FOMC minutes are going to be released at 1 o'clock Chicago time. That could create some volatility in the market. There's also a 5-year note auction at noon Chicago time. And so those are all going to might have effect on the market if you're going to be trading that late into the day. Again, market is kind of just having a little bit of trouble extending here a little bit. Market trying to extend here a little. We have, we have the next level of resistance we have is up at the 68 area. All right, market extending here a little bit. All right, market coming up here to the 68 area. All right, coming up here to 68, trying to work this little level here for us. Again, you can manage those trades any way you want, any way your risk tolerance allows you to, right? Everybody here trades a little bit different. So understand your risk tolerance and trade it accordingly. Also understand we're kind of rallying now. So that has its own set of circumstances that we haven't seen in a while. I haven't said we're rallying in a long time. All right, there's a nice rotation against our 68 area. nice little rotation there. It's 68. Again, we're scalping the level. So we had a little resistance up there. You could have gotten long there if you were a little aggressive once we got above the maybe 60 area there. You can see we double topped up there a little bit if you were a little aggressive, depending on what your how you see in the market. And we are always letting the market kind of dictate what we're going to do. And so if we're going to buy it there, we needed the market to kind of give us a reason to. So someone suggested above the range. That could have been one reason. And but again, and then the other one was if against that double top up there at 60 area, and a nice rotation here against. If you didn't do any of that, if you didn't buy it at all, then we did sell the 68 area and had a nice little rotation off of that level. Mm-hmm. I could see that. So basically, you're telling me that's where your stop would be. All right, market continues to uptick here. And yeah, and the next level of resistance we have is up at the 79 area. I'm definitely getting some inverse trade here with bonds and equities. I don't know if that's good or bad, but it is what it is. Support right now would be around the 50 area. And the market continues to extend here a little bit. Lexi level up here is at the 79 area. Okay, if you had any orders in there against our 79 area there, got up to 77 and a half. Again, depending on how you scale into a level, all depends on what your risk tolerances are. And right now, I would say that if we go retest the 79 right now, we go back up to the highs there against 79, be a lot riskier, only because of the volatility. And again, we are scaling into a level. So unfortunately, we didn't get up to 79. We got up to 77 and a half there, and it's rotating off. So consequently, depending on your scale, I will say that right now that the level is a lot riskier than it was just about 2 minutes ago. So be careful there around the 79 if you didn't scale in. And if you're scaling in these days, we're talking about 2 or 3 points, not unheard of. With the volatility that's there, definitely, if you didn't, that's fine too. You know, there was only a point and a half away. It could have made, again, everybody trades differently here. So I'm not, if you didn't do it, that's fine. Totally understand that. You also have to understand that there's some more risk right now in the trade. All right, nice rotation there. We had 79. It got up to 77 and a half. So if we're waiting for 79, be careful. Right now, we got support back around the 50 area still. All right, we have definitely pulled the plug here on some movements here. We did have a nice rotation here to the upside against the 79, got up to 68 and gave us a nice little rotation off of that. And now we're just kind of pivoting back into a little bit of a of those highs there at 77 and a half. Got support around the 50 area. We get below 45. You definitely don't want to be long anymore. And we gave you some levels there above 79. We got 93, 40, 10, 19, and then 29 if the market continues to uptick. But remember, the volatility has already been sucked out of the market here a little bit. So be a little bit careful here. And especially if we rally, it seems like we're going to get one of these slow rallies. I don't know. We're in this new volatility age that they'll always go back and start trading at old slow rallies again. Who knows? We'll see. But we'll see if that continues to rally too. So who knows? Again, support down at 50. Anything below 45, going to be out of any longs on the upside. Got next level of you got to be careful around 79, only because of the way the price action managed to get up there and then kind of stop at 77 and a half. So be mindful of that up there. And we'll see what happens. They definitely pulled the plug here a little bit. We'll get back in a bit.
Hey, quick shout. Welcome to Albert B. Hey, Albert, welcome. Hey, David, how you making out? Just let me know about chat. Eric, how are you making out? Leon, welcome. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. I'll send out the opportunity to sign up for these services. We're here daily from 9 a.m. till about 12 noon, with the body of the trading happening between 9:30 and 11:30, depending on trade action. This is a trade along opportunity with a 25-year veteran of the trading pits in Chicago. Sol is also scalping at risk based on his own account. He sets the table for the day by setting key levels. He gave them out to. I'll give them out again. Let's see here. So we had the pivot at 39.25, 39.25. He had resistance at 37, 48, 56, 68, 79, 93, 40, 10, 19, and 29. Support below, he had 14.03, 38.91, 77, and 68. During the session, they're reposted or added to or subtracted to based on the action of price. These are levels and zones for this morning's session. I think you'll quickly find that this is your observation, right? That Sol's levels are very good and quite a opportunity when it comes to, and this everything is educational purposes only, but it gives you a unbelievable roadmap for the morning session. And when you include his trade along interaction with you, then you really have the icing on the cake. So take a moment, sign yourself up, ask questions, interact. Once you become a member, you can inquire about a trading consultation. It's for new traders, experienced traders. We can help you get set up to trade properly, in our humble opinion. We can also help you trade better, whether you've been trading for a while or not. And that's part of Sol's trading class. So this service is a great introduction into what Sol has to offer. It does require you to sign up and be part of it and pay. Yeah, there we go. That's posted in there. And I'll be in the background if anybody needs me. Albert, how are you? So, Albert, you signed up for Sol's services. You are, right? Use the chat. You can use the chat feature, Albert, so we can communicate. Hey, Albert. So, Albert, how can we help you? I think you might be able to type. So, when you get to try to figure that out, so it can help you. Hey, quick shout out to Daryl W. Hey, Daryl, welcome aboard. Here's a quick sound check. Yeah, it's been a fun morning. Saul's been in and out. Welcome to Trade Along Live with Saul. Let us know what you're trading. We're here daily from 9 a.m. to about 12 noon. We're focused on doing 2, 3, 4, 5 trades. Saul gives out a roadmap for the session, which are his proprietary scalping levels. Starts out with a pivot and other levels on top and bottom of that pivot. Gives them out an audio and then updates them through the session. There's a lot that goes on here, both publicly and privately, based on your subscription. I'll send out to everybody the opportunity to sign up again at the discount. What happens is people pop in, they don't see it. Make sure you're accounted for. So I'll be in the background if you need me. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to post them. If you're looking to sign up for our services, you can do that. If you want to invite your friends, it's tradealonglive.com, tradealonglive.com. Great trading morning. Appreciate everybody being here. Right now, it's about 11:14. Everything you do is for educational purposes only. Taken as direct trading or investment advice. We're here daily. Just check out the link.